Let me set up the camera before I really get real in this video. The reason why I'm on self-improvement personally is because of my childhood. It's because of all of the trauma that I've had growing up, that I had to experience at a very young age, that has reshaped me and forced me to recreate myself because I wasn't satisfied with the person that I was. And I don't want this video to come off as me dwelling on my childhood, even though I might touch on certain points that have really affected me. And I'm just making this video to share my story with you, my own personal experience. And I'll just talk to you about how you can get over it and how you can manage to heal your inner child. Because most of the time, people on self-improvement are people who have been through a lot of hardship, whether it was through their parents, through their school, or through any experience that they had as a kid that has affected them and led them into going on this self-improvement path because they were dissatisfied with their situation. And I'm no different. I had the exact same thing. Even though my relationship with my parents was perfect, and I'm really proud of my parents and the way that they supported me, but when it came to school, I was always this weak person. I remember I used to get bullied a lot. Other kids used to call me names because I was short. They used to push me around, and they also used to hit me. I remember they used to hit me on my neck, and they would step on my shoes. And all of these things have put me in a mindset where I was really weak. This is why, as an adult, I refuse to be weak. This is why I always go to the gym. I train hard. I use all of this unhealed trauma that I have. I think it's healed now, but just me mentioning it, it's like opening up old wounds. But I think it's really important to address this situation because I don't see a lot of people that talk about this thing. And to get back to my point, I use all of this negativity that I used to have and experienced in my life, and I used to have it in my subconscious. I used to dream as an adult of all of the kids that used to bully me at school. This is how deep into my psyche this has affected me. So I'm telling you that you can use this energy and this fire or this sense of revenge because you are really full of hate and of pain. You can use it to recreate yourself and to reshape yourself into the person that you are right now as an adult. And I'm not telling you to hold grudges on anyone. I have personally contacted most of the people that used to bully me at school, and we're great friends now. We keep in touch and we talk to each other. And every time we speak, I tell them how much they've hurt me, and they didn't know better back then. So if you're in a similar situation where maybe you are a young person going to school, think about your actions. Think about the way that you address people. Don't spread negativity. Spread positivity and make sure that everywhere you pass, you leave a positive impact on people because you never know what person you might create. So lucky for me, I had my parents around to support me during this process. And even though I didn't share as much, but I always felt that there was someone supporting me back then. And I was able to take this trauma that I had and put it into good use. But there are people out there that don't have anyone to back them up, and they might not have the similar mindset that I have right now. And they might use this trauma to end their lives and to do something that they will eternally regret. And how can you live with yourself if you have actually pushed someone to do this? Because during childhood, we are forming our personalities. No matter how much you say you are changing, but deep from inside, we were all children at one point. So we have to deal with all of the trauma and all of the stuff that have affected us on a personal and on a psychological level, and learn how to use it and put it into something that is going to be productive for us and not lead to our demise. So here's a quick story. 2 years ago, when I was around 25, I used to go to sleep and I used to see nightmares of me being pushed down the stairs as a little kid when I was at school, and then I would wake up freaked out, and I would also dream about other kids pushing me into garbage bins and things that I have experienced when I was 6 to 7 years old. As much as you want to say we have changed and we have evolved, there's something that is deep down in our psyche and in our subconscious that keeps reminding us of all of the things that we have went through. So why not bring up the things that are causing you pain and start speaking about it as an adult? Let it out. Let everything that is inside of you out and show it to the world, and use it as a fuel to be dissatisfied with the person that you were, and know that a change is possible. If you really stick your mind into something, you can use all of this pain and suffering that you have experienced in your past to recreate your future. And that's exactly what I did, and that's exactly what I want you to do as well. You shouldn't be playing the victim card. Everyone can sit down and cry and play a victim, but the real man stands up and knows how to heal himself and look at everything that has caused him pain in his life and use it as motivation to push harder and harder and to recreate the person that he is. As I look back to these days, I didn't know better. I didn't know how to stick up for myself, how to stand up for myself. All of these things that I was supposed to be doing back then, I just let people walk all over me, and I do regret it deeply. But I can't go back in time. I can't hop on a time machine and go back to when I was in elementary or in high school. So the best thing that I can do is use all of these memories that are in my subconscious and do something right now about them, and direct them into something that I know is going to bring me results on the long term and for my future self. And that's all the points that I wanted to discuss in this video. I hope that if you have experienced something like that, or you're currently experiencing it, just know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it doesn't end with you being the victim. It always ends with you being on top, as long as you take the right action. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.